So we are here at a lovely dew pond near South Stoke, and this pond we've chosen because it is excellent for dragonflies. So you'll see them behind me, and I thought, why not use this as a good time to have a chat about dragonflies and just a little bit about their natural history. So you've got dragonflies, and then you've also got damselflies. So the difference between the two, dragonflies tend to be chunkier and damselflies are a lot more elegant and skinny. Damselflies, when they sit to rest, they have their wings closed, whereas dragonflies, they would lie at rest with their wings flat out. So a little bit about their life cycle. They have their larvae in water for at least a couple of years, and they are voracious predators. They've got a really cool jaw design where their jaw sort of comes out from the bottom and captures their food, and they're really quick. So they're sort of, even from the day they're hatched, they're pretty terrifying critters to share the water with. So they get to about this size, and they'll climb up the vegetation here, keeping nice and sheltered, and they'll clasp onto it, so kind of like it's clasped onto my finger now, latch itself on, and then it will slowly break out. So you can see the hole in the back here, just behind the head, and that's where it will pull itself out of. So its back will come out, and then its lovely long abdomen will come out, and its legs. And the last thing to properly unfurl and harden will be these beautiful wings. So they need a little bit of time just to harden up and get the structure that they need in order to fly.
Broad-bodied chaser, one of the pioneer species. If you dig a garden pond, it will be one of the first arrivals. These medium-sized dragonflies are part of a particularly interesting group of chasers and skimmers. The male goes through a series of colour changes as it matures, initially having the same colour as the female, then developing a bluer pruinescence or dusting. The female becomes gradually darker, looking similar to the male as it ages. Colour changes can make dragonflies difficult to identify, but they are definitely worth the effort, as there is nothing more wonderful on a sunny day than watching the energetic and graceful lives of dragonflies. Our largest dragonfly is another pioneer species, the emperor dragonfly. These will inhabit both dew ponds and garden ponds. Emergence takes place in the middle of the night, so often the only evidence will be the exuvia or case from which it has emerged. You are more likely to see a female egg-laying. Mating is seldom observed. Males can fly for many hours, rapidly changing direction. Damselflies, otherwise known as matchstick men, are often overlooked. They can be found flitting around the edge of ponds. If you see a blue damselfly, it will most likely be this one, the Azure Damselfly. Confusingly, Azure Damselflies are far more common than the common blue damselfly, which, being a robust flyer, usually inhabits larger ponds and lakes. Azure damselflies are weak flyers and found at the edge of ponds. The males are blue. Mating of all dragonflies is in the wheel or love heart position, as you can see here. The male is blue and the female is green. Damselfly females normally egg-lay with the male holding on. Dragonfly females will lay on their own, or with the male keeping close guard. The common darter will emerge late June and can continue well into November. As the name suggests, this is the most common darter, but they are a tricky group to separate. They often perch on the ground and are a frequent inhabitant of dew ponds. Here is a brown female egg-laying with the red male flying in tandem. The eggs are laid on the surface of the water and will settle to the bottom of the pond. Blue-tailed damselflies are a species worth keeping an eye out for. They usually have a dark body and a blue tip to the abdomen. The female has 5 forms. In 2 of their adult forms, they develop brown tails, whilst the other forms more resemble the male, as shown in this photo. This species will frequently be seen in the mating wheel, which continues for many hours. Black-tailed skimmer is a species similar to the broad-bodied chaser. To tell them apart, chasers have a black area at the base of their wings, whereas skimmer's wings are clear. Again, there are colour changes, with the male changing from brown to blue. Large red damselflies are a guaranteed garden pond species and will be the very first to emerge in the year. They don't have the same association with dew ponds, but might just be that we haven't been out looking hard enough at the right time of year. So I think that's a good excuse for us all to get out nice and early in spring and have a look at some ponds.